Welcome everybody. Lovely to be with you all at the Celestial Melodies, and I see that Connie is there. Connie Rawlings-Driscoll. Lovely to have you with us again. Haven't seen you in a while, and we have Sumi from Australia. So it's always a pleasure to see everyone from all over the world be joining us. It's one of the great pleasures of doing all of this. We've just had a coffee talk, and we actually watched one of the pieces from the Olympic champion, Nathan Chen, who did this absolutely almost perfect piece, gorgeous piece of ice skating. And it was just such a pleasure to watch that perfection in action, almost like the movement was music. So lots of pleasures await us as well as we relax into the celestial melodies. And Eric Nelson was joining us, and we're sending light to Eric Nelson and the healing of his knee. He had knee surgery, and I'm hoping that if he's still with us, I'm sure he's around somewhere there, that he'll use this session to bring a little bit more healing vibration into his knee. I am a believer in this. I mean, one has to be very careful using the word healing and all of those kind of inflammatory words, but it is very, very helpful. Sound is very, very helpful in terms of bringing that kind of vibration into. It can really help. It really does. For those of you in the harmonic self, you know that I work with tuning forks, and my wife had a lot of pain in her arm yesterday. And I was able to kind of just a vibro-acoustic tuning fork, I don't have it with me, and just put it on her arm in various points in her arm. And it just really, really helped a lot. For those of you, again, in the harmonic self, we use the colored glasses as well to help. So putting on cut glasses with different colors. In this case, it was a green. While I did that as well, seemed to create a healing effect. So there's lots of kind of interesting things we can do, not in place of your doctor, of course, but just to provide a little bit of relief or perhaps a little opening. And using the frequency of the sounds we're going to be doing, both the recorded musical pieces we're playing, but also the pieces that I'm going to sound, can make a big difference. Just by, this is my drink, you don't need that. That's not going to make an interesting sound at all. Well, may do, but not particularly healing one. But just something as simple as this to allow it to go through your body. Now notice it keeps going, and I'll do it again, and I'll also sound this bowl as well. These are alchemical crystal bowls, and alchemical because then the pure crystal, or 99.99 crystal, plus added with gemstones, precious metals, and other minerals. So and they're kind of infused into the glass, and the idea to create a different vibratory frequency. So as I sound these crystal bowls, in terms of the celestial melodies, we're using this, it's been called a Jacob's ladder. It's almost like this stepping stone with the harmonics into God, into spirit. Because the harmonic sequence of just, you have a note, and then the note just keeps going up, through the harmonics of that note, keeps dividing up and up and up and up and up. This is a kind of a natural phenomena, but it kind of merges with the spiritual phenomena because theoretically it can just go on into infinity. And in that infinity, of course, we're going to find God, spirit, the divine. And so we want to be able to just to follow that into this inner sound, the sound current of God. So that's the kind of deeper spiritual aspects of this. At a physical level, we may find that it helps our joints or our pain in our body. At an emotional level, we may find that it calms us. Whereas we were a little agitated or upset by something, we're now calm. And at a mental level, we may find ourselves becoming clearer. There's a problem we've been working on, something we haven't been able to resolve in our life. Suddenly, it comes clear. And so all of those are possibilities for you in this session together. So we ask for the light, for the highest good, to surround and fill the space that we're in, and each one of us for the highest good. We ask for the inner master that resides within each one of us, each person on the planet, to come forward and guide us on our inner journey into who we truly are and beyond. And we ask that any negativity that can be lifted from us at this time, any dis-ease, disturbance, fear, worry, or concern, be taken by the inner master back into the nothingness from which it came, through grace, for our highest good. And so let's just have a couple of very, very short excerpts, 1 minute each, from John Roger, which kind of sets the tone for all that we're doing here.
The divine presence is exactly that thing that is present everywhere. And I could take you to a radical point of view and tell you that there really is no soul. There really is only this presence that is omnipotent, omnipresent at all times. But we talk about the soul as that individualized energy to give you a sense of well-being, so that you can wave your dilemma away as you rise up in consciousness to find out you are what you have always been, and you are the one you've been looking for. If you're not pleasing yourself by being who you are, I got some sad news for you. That's tough, because that's all there is. If you haven't found that place yet inside of you that is full and brilliant, that's tough, because that's all there is. But when you get there, that's enough, because that's all there is. That's all there is for everybody on all the levels of consciousness. The bright, brilliant radiance of our beingness.
So hopefully already you can just feel this presence of the divine with us. And that's really what's going to be doing the work here. It's got nothing to do with me at all, but does have everything to do with this divine presence that we're putting ourselves in, the spiritual vortex. And so as you open to it and have a kind of intention for yourself for this session, then allow yourself to really relax. There was a quote that I was reading earlier on. Well, it was basically where John Roger was telling us that all we need to do was to be patient and relax. And if we could do that, then illness would vacate. But I wanted you to hear it in his own words. So here we go, I've got it here. So he was saying this, and this is relevant for this sound bath as well here. This whole world boils down to one word: energy. This is a profound statement. This whole world boils down to one word: energy. It's free, and you can use it for you or you can use it against you, but it must be used. So what can we do? Be patient and relax. If we, honest to God, could understand that concept of being patient and letting the body relax, illness would vacate. So just for this next period of time before we complete this meditation, just during this next, 50 minutes or so, just for you just to be patient. You're not going anywhere, there's nothing to do, there's no hurry, and relax. Just to practice that, I think would be extremely valuable and good use of your time. You can begin to come slowly back and just be aware of how you're feeling in your body, how you're feeling in your mind, your emotions. And slowly begin to come back by wiggling your fingers and your toes very gently together. That'll bring the energy back into all the areas of your body. Take in a deeper breath and just have a moment of appreciation for everything that's in and around you. Just enjoy this new feeling of aliveness and freshness, as if you've had a spring cleaning inside. When you're ready, you can just slowly open your eyes and return to the room and just realize that the meditative aspect of this is complete, and that you're very, very welcome to stay on for our community sharing, which is just usually about 10 or 15 minutes at the most, where we can just touch in with each other, see how we're doing. And if you need to leave, thank you so much for joining us, and we'll see you this time next week perhaps, maybe for the coffee talk as well, or maybe on Monday for our tea at 11 and our meditation at 12. So feel free to invite your friends and family. Everyone's welcome, and feel free to come and go as well. If you haven't got the full hour, that's totally fine. Just touch in to give yourself a little bit of an energetic break. In the world we live in, it's really necessary to put aside our devices. I know you have a screen still, but just in terms of your social media, and just be present with yourself and who you truly are, which is connected to everything. You know, when I was learning Tai Chi, well, I'm still learning Tai Chi. I don't know why I'm saying when I was learning. I'm still learning Tai Chi. But about 10 years ago, there was a visiting Tai Chi master, and of course, you learn to push hands with them, and then you really get to see how tense you are. And he would be able to move me. I thought I was relaxed, but he'd be able to move me off my base just so easily. And I said, you know, what's going on? How come you can move me so easily? And he said, well, because you're tense. And I said, you know, so I kind of said, well, actually, I don't feel tense. I feel actually pretty relaxed. And he said, well, it's more unconscious tension. He said, I'm tapping into your unconscious tension and I just move you off. There's no effort whatsoever. So I said, well, look, tell me when you can feel my tension. So I kind of went back to the other side of the room and I started walking towards him. And he said, now. And I wasn't within 10 feet of him. And I thought, oh my God, I must be really tense if he can feel my tension 10 feet away. And I asked him about it. Actually, I wrote to him afterwards. I said, what was going on? I mean, it's not like I scare people when I walk into a room. I'm so tense. And he said, no, it's unconscious. You just have to learn to relax, to let go. And you know, there's various exercises in Tai Chi. One of which is standing, called a standing meditation. You actually stand and let the body relax, but it's not a collapsed. It's a very kind of specific alignment and working with it. But that kind of really got me on this whole idea of how relaxed can I be in a situation. So even washing dishes or putting away things, like I have sound equipment to put away, how relaxed can I do it? Everything then becomes in a sense, a mindfulness challenge of like, can I do this in a relaxed way? Can I do this in a smooth way? And there's a phrase that smooth is fast, you know, and so slow and smooth. And we all have the words that kind of can move us off of our hurried state or our tense state. And smoothness does it for me. When I can remember and I tell myself, just be a smooth operator, you know, do things smoothly. And so we can all be smooth operators and just go through life. And if you think about it, if you move towards something and you just tell yourself, be smooth, you automatically have to kind of slow down in a way. You automatically need to have that mindfulness. So please take that with you and see what you can do with it. And thank you all for joining us. We've got just a few people to thank here that make this all possible. Our sound technicians, Paul and Chris behind the boards here, making it all possible, just making sure those beautiful excerpts, that music that you like so much, is a result of their good work. And also, of course, Stella, who patiently says hello to everyone and welcomes you all, our host. And of course, Maria Jose Marignon, who's in another room translating away for us behind the scenes. So thank you all, and thank you all for showing up. Please feel free to come back, bring your friends, pop in and out as you please, and we'll see you all next week, God willing, or on Monday, hopefully. Thank you again. God bless.